Extreme weather events continue to affect millions of people across the globe, and the growing intensity of storms is making it more difficult to live in many parts of the world. International disaster relief charity ShelterBox is warning that millions more will be uprooted over the next 20 years by storms intensified by climate change.
We know that more than 200 million people are going to be uprooted from their homes over the next 20 years by storms intensified by climate change. That number is going to be unmanageable unless we do something now to reduce emissions and to pre-position stock and get better at building resilient communities in resilient houses. It's an extrapolation based on trends of displacement that we've seen reported up to this point due to disasters around the world.
Over the past 5 years, 10.9 million people on average have been displaced annually by storms. 2021 was the most active hurricane season on record globally, which ShelterBox believes is of great concern.
It's devastating, actually. So I've actually just got back from the Philippines, where we responded to Typhoon Ray, which struck the Philippines in December. So we responded by providing 20,000 families with emergency household items, emergency shelter and household items, so they could recover after the disaster. What was really shocking to see when I was there was just the sheer scale of the destruction. What's really important to understand is this is largely driven by by human-induced climate change. So every little thing that anyone can do to prevent or reduce their effects on climate change, I think the better.
The issue at the moment with the intensity of the storms is not just the fact that they are lasting longer and with greater severity, but they are affecting homes that are already damaged because of the frequency of disaster. Storms are appearing with less notice. So where before you would expect to see a storm getting forecasted 72 hours out, now with very little notice, 12 to 24 hours, it can hit and cause devastating damage. Well, we know that the latest IPCC report has warned us that we are not doing enough to limit global emissions. And without doing that, we are not going to reduce global heating.
As the effects of climate change intensify, proactive solutions are key. With extreme weather expected to uproot 200 million more people from their homes over the next 2 decades, there is certainly worry. And for organizations like ShelterBox, who are already providing emergency shelter to families who have lost their homes to disaster, preventing this predicted reality cannot be more crucial. Laila Johnson-Salami, Arise News.